Namaste friends. Today we are going to learn Mathematics Standard 8. Friends, we are going to learn parallel line and transversal. So first of all, we know about the lines, then parallel lines and the transversal. The line in the same plane which don't intersect each other called the parallel lines. So this is our proper definition, that the two lines which lies in a similar plane and they do not intersect each other. Here we have been seen that this is the parallel lines. Both two lines are given the parallel. So if they do not intersect each other, then they are called the parallel line, and this is the symbol of the parallel. We know about this, the parallel lines. Now in the second part we are going to learn about the transversal. There before, just we check out how is the line parallel and where they intersect each other and they are not parallel. So student, let us check the parallel lines and they are not a parallel line just in the GeoGebra. Let us go to the GeoGebra. Here is the GeoGebra. Here are the x-axis and the y-axis. Just we are going to draw the two lines. When we are going to draw the two lines, let us say how we can show that the lines are intersecting each other or not intersecting each other. So this is the line I am drawing. Let us see, take as the point -2, 1, and the second line for the 2, 1 on the graph. And the second line is a parallel. Let us see the second line in the parallel. This is the point C on -2, -1. And this is the line D, point D on 2, -. So we say that the two lines are the parallel having the same difference in the 2 points. It means the point A and C. So let us see, here is the point A and point C having the same difference. On the graph paper we see that this is the 1 and 1. It means that it has a 2 unit distance, and here also the 2 unit distance. If this distance is same, common, then the lines are the parallel. These are two lines lying in the same plane, and they do not intersect each other. Now how we can see this? Let us see. We are going to minimize the graph, so we can see in the GeoGebra. So we take the page of GeoGebra, we make anyhow the smallest graph. We do not see that they intersect each other anywhere. How we can we make the minimize? We do not see that they are intersecting each other. But let us see the second line which we are going to be draw. Let us see the line which we draw is the let us draw the second graph of the line. They are from the same point A and B. For the graph, let us we are drawing the line. So here is the option of line, and we are going to draw the line. Here is the first point and here is the second point where we have been taken anywhere. Now for this we are not taking the same distance. We are taking A to C previous distance, but we are not taking B to D as the same distance. So we just changing the distance here. 1 millimeter we have been changed, and then what we see that, let us see where there must be the intersection of the line. So we have been seeing that here is the intersection of point. So this is the intersection point of the given line. Then these two lines are not parallel. They intersect each other at some distance. So these two lines are not parallel lines. So we just identified that the parallel lines. It means point A and C have the same difference, and point B and D also the same difference. Then that lines are called the parallel lines, or we have been given the definition that if two lines are in the same plane and they do not intersect each other, then that type of lines are called the parallel lines. So this is the definition for the parallel lines. We have been seen previous chapter also, or previous standard also. Let us see the second part of the our chapter, parallel lines and the transversal. Let us learn what we are going to learn. Let us see here. In the adjoining figure, line L intersect the line M and line N in two distinct points. It means here are two lines. This is the line L, line M and line L. The line L is intersecting in to line M and line L in two different points, point A and point B. These are the two different points intersecting this line M and N. So if one line intersect given two lines in two distinct points, then that line is called the transversal of these two lines. So here L is the transversal. L is a transversal. What is L doing? L is doing intersecting line M. L is intersecting line M and L also intersecting line N in two different points. It has a intersecting in two different points. A is the first point which it intersects and B is the second point where it also intersects. So when one line is intersecting two different lines in two different points, then this line is called the transversal of that two lines. Angles made by the transversal. Now what is the second point? Angles made by the transversal. Now what we seen here, that if two lines, here are the two lines, line Q, line S and line A. It means line PQ, line RS, line AT. These are the two lines, lines Q and PQ and line RS, and intersecting line AT. So when intersecting, we have see that there are 8 angles created: the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th. Here are the 8 angles we are just seen, and what is the relation between these angles? We are going to learn about these angles, and that's angles are known as, some pairs of the angles is known as corresponding angle, interior angle, and the last one is the alternate angle. So what is the corresponding angle? Let us see what are the corresponding angle. If the arms of on the transversal of the pairs of a conjugated same direction and same side, this is very simple to identify the corresponding angle. Same direction, it means suppose this is our first angle and this is our fifth angle. So these are the same direction. Let us see, this is the direction. What is the direction? Left direction, and same side. Side means upper side. Let us see here, if this is line, we taking upper side, and here also the upper side. It means we are going to say that the two angles are in. Now third point is the alternate angle. Let us see what are the alternate angle. The pairs of the angle which are on the opposite sides of the transversal and their arms on the transversal shows opposite direction is called the interior angles. Now in this figure, what we say, let us see. This is the first angle, sorry. So we just write here, this is the first angle, for this is the second angle, this is the third angle, and the last one is the fourth angle. So how we can say the alternate angle? The 1 and 3 are the alternate angle having the opposite side of the transversal, and 2 and 4 are the alternate angle. Here are also two pairs of the alternate angle, just we have been seen. Let us draw a figure and write down the corresponding angles, interior angle and the alternate angle in the word page. Let us see here, here are the lines. So student, let us see the example. Let us draw the lines. Here we can draw the lines. So this is our first line giving the shape. So this is the first line we draw. Then we can draw the second line also here, and the third line for the transversal. So we can make it as a transversal. Let's give the name. This is the line L, line M, and this is the line N. So these are the lines, line L, line M, and line N. These are the three lines. Now we are write the angles here. This is the angle A, then angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, angle F, G, H. So these are the angles. Now we are going to write the corresponding angles. So corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Here are the corresponding angles. Now, what are the corresponding angle? Let us see. Angle A. So writing the corresponding angle. Angle A and angle E. Why these are two corresponding angles? We know they are in same side and same direction. So here is the angle A, same side and same direction having the angle E. So this is the first pair of the corresponding angle A and E. Now the second pair we can be write here as a B and F, angle F. Here are the two angle. This is the pair having the second corresponding angle pair. We can say that angle B and angle F. Now the third pair is angle C and angle G. So this is the third pair of the corresponding angles, angle C and angle G. So we can highlight here. So angle C and angle G. This is the third pair of the corresponding angle. Now the last pair of the corresponding angle, we have been seen that, or anyone can write it, because one is the remaining, angle D and angle H. So these are the four corresponding angle pair. We have been seen that these are the four corresponding angles pairs. We just highlight by the same color. D and H are the corresponding, A and E are the corresponding, B and F are the corresponding, and C and G are the corresponding. So these are the corresponding angles. So next we are just the interior angle. interior angles. So what are the interior angles? There are only two pairs of the interior angles. So here must be we can delete. And what is the first pair? Let us see interior angle of the one side and inner side of the angles. So this is the first pair of the interior angle, angle D and angle E. So this is the first pair. We can write here angle D and angle E. So this is the first pair of the angle D and E, which is the interior angle, and the next one is so this is the second pair of the interior angle C and F. So this is the second pair. There are the two pairs of the interior angles also. Now the third type is alternate angle. We can write here below alternate angle. So which is the first alternate angle pair? First one is here we can write the arrow also. So this is the first pair of alternate angle D and F. So we can write here angle D and F are the interior alternate angle, sorry, and the last one is E and C. These are the interior angles pair. So this is the example that we have been seen that which angles are the interior angle, which angles are the corresponding angle, and which angles are alternate angle. Now let us see in our textbook they have been given the one practice set 2.1. Let us see what is the practice set 2.1. In the adjoining figure, each angle is shown by the letters. Fill the boxes with the help of the figure. So we are going to make activity that completing the boxes. So we are first of all find out the corresponding angles. Let us see. We are going to find out the corresponding angle. This is the given corresponding angle. Write the corresponding angle. So what is the first corresponding angle for P? Let us see angle P and same side and same direction. So this is the angle P. So which angle comes same side and same direction? W. So we can write here angle W is the corresponding angle. Angle W is the corresponding angle. So our answer for the first P corresponding angle is W. For the second Q, we just change the color because of we can understand it clearly. So this is the angle Q, and what is the corresponding angle for Q? Let us see the same side, it means right side, and same direction, it means the upper direction. So X is the corresponding angle. So we can write here the X. We can write here X. Now R, we again change the color to identify angle R. Now they have given the angle R. So what is the corresponding angle here? Angle Y. So we can write here angle Y. For the third corresponding angle, let us see. Here is the angle R. Now we are going to using the changing color. So here we are just going to see the R here. So corresponding of angle R is angle Y. So right here angle Y. Then angle S corresponds angle Z. So we can write here Z also. So this is the angle Z. Now we are going to see the interior alternate angle. So which are the interior alternate angle? Let us see. There are first must be interior and alternate angle. So first angle is the S is a alternate angle with X. So we can write here X. This is the X, and the second one is the W and R, the second interior angle. So this is the first question in the 2.1. What are the corresponding angles? We are going to write here corresponding angle, interior, alternate angle. Now in the second question, we just point out the angles. Observe the angles in the figure and write the following pair of the angle. First pair is interior alternate angle. So interior and alternate angle we are going to find here. So which are the pairs? C and E. So C and E are the interior alternate. We just giving the dots so we can understand clearly. C and E, angle E. These two angles are the alternate interior alternate angle, and the second one, the second couple of the alternate angle is B, angle B and angle H. So this is our second interior alternate angle. Now corresponding angle, let us see as like this. We are just giving the dots. This is the A, angle A and angle E are the corresponding angles. This is the first pair. We are just checking or taking the corresponding angles. So what is the first corresponding angle? Angle A and angle E. What is the second corresponding angle? Angle B, angle B and angle F. What is the third corresponding angle? Angle C and angle G. And what is the last corresponding angle? There are the four pairs of the corresponding angle, angle D and angle H. So these are the four pairs of the corresponding angles. Now the last pair is, let us see. We are going to last pair of the interior angles. So what are the interior angles? Let us see. So these are the interior angle, angle C and angle H are the interior angle, and the second one is angle B, angle B and angle E are the interior angle. So students, today we learn about the exercise 2.1, where we learn here parallel lines, transversal. If two lines and third line intersect in 2 points of the two lines, this is called the transversal. Due to that transversal, the 8 angles becomes. And what are the relation between that 8 angles in the corresponding angle, alternate angle and interior angle? So these topics we have learned today. If you like this video, please share to your friends to learn more. And if you do not subscribe the channel, please subscribe this channel. Thank you.